Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. Today, we discuss an extraordinary Rolex Oyster Perpetual Cosmograph Daytona white gold reference 116509. This is a timepiece with a Grand Slam dial in U.S. baseball for our foreign viewers. You get a grand slam when the bases are loaded, a man on each base, and then the hitter hits the ball out of the park for a home run. That's 4 runs. And this watch is a grand slam with white gold, black Tahitian mother of pearl, diamonds, and meteorite on a single dial in a 40mm watch. This is a watch that dresses to impress, but it's also a watch that fits many wrist sizes, 40mm across the round of the case, not including crowns or crown guards. It's a relatively slim watch at only 12.3mm thick with a sloped case flank. This could be your dress watch for tight cuffs. Lug-to-lug, the Daytona case is rather traditionally proportioned and dimensioned. The watch 48mm from lug-to-lug, 52 if you count the solid end links of the bracelet. That's the absolute distance across the wrist. Now the timepiece is solid and heavy. Because of the way Rolex cases, clasps, and bracelets are made today, all solid with substantial amounts of metal. Today's white gold Rolex feels like yesterday's platinum Rolex. And you can see that it's nicely executed. A premium Rolex Oyster bracelet with polished center links. The links taper on the outboard faces. You can see the shoulders are of satin finish, the centers are polished, the alignment is staggered, and there's a differential sizing with the links. If you look in the profiles, you can see that the sides are of high polish and all of the removable links are fixed by screws. The underside nicely shaped to avoid pinching skin, pulling hair, or trapping heat, moisture, sweat, and grit on the wrist. It is a sports watch bracelet in spite of its finery. Now the clasp is an upscale model with a double release system. You actually have a hook and a beak, and you can see them internally. They interlock, and then there's a little pivoted lever, so you have to pull that pivoted lever. I can't wrench this thing open. There are 2 locks, so even when the clamshell is open, this is locked. I have to pull the tab to unlock it. Now I can clamshell it, and you can see the perfect alignment vertically and laterally of that clamshell so it sits flush. Attention to detail is strong with this one. You'll also appreciate the fact that Rolex includes its 5mm Easyling system. It's the equivalent to adding or removing one removable link, and you can do this tool-free. There are also, and I'll try to show them to advantage, but there are several anchoring points inside the clasp that allow you to change the actual fixed point where the bracelet joins the clasp, and that can be used for fine tailoring of fit. Now, jumping back to the case, you can see that it's simple and strong. Elegant, graceful, it's curvaceous. The compound curves are sexy, sinuous, and have more in common with the Datejusts and the Date-8s than they do with the sheer and rather industrial case profiles of the GMTs, Sea Dwellers, Submariners, and Explorer 2s. My favorite detail is the sharp tapered point of the lugs. Now jumping up to the bezel, you can see that it's an all white gold bezel, no ceramic here, with lacquer inlays for the calibrations. You can use the chronograph in conjunction with the tachymeter to gauge the speed of a rather fast moving object over a fixed kilometer or mile. Now inboard is where this watch really makes its money, or I should say spends yours, because it features the works. The sub-registers feature Widmanstätten pattern oxidized and stabilized meteorite. What you're actually looking at is the oxidized grain of the iron of the meteorite. That's the pattern you see. Outboard of that, black Tahitian mother of pearl, which is anything but black, as it features tones of orange, green, blue, violet, red, and yellow, a kaleidoscope. It also has a sort of prismatic depth to it, almost like a hologram. You feel that you look into it rather than at it. You can see brilliant cut diamonds outboard, each one anchored in a white gold index, white gold hands, white gold Rolex coronet. This watch features the works. It's also a very functional watch, as it does feature Lume. It is 100 meters water resistant. It's an automatic winding COSC certified Swiss chronometer, and thanks to Rolex's proprietary caliber 4130, which I need to wind up, and which has a very satisfying detent, it's actually one of the more versatile chronographs because of the vertical clutch and column wheel combination. It is both crisp to operate, there we go, and able to engage without any jump or stagger. The column wheel makes the action crisp. It's one of the best, right up there with the Zenith El Primero and the Datograph from Longa. You hear it, you feel it, it's satisfying. Column wheel chronograph. Vertical clutch, there's no jump or stagger to the move of the seconds hand. As it starts, it just starts. It doesn't jump a second to a second and a half. And because of the vertical clutch, there's no additional wear and tear. You can simply leave the mechanism engaged if you like to have seconds, minutes, and hours at center. Of course, COSC certified Swiss chronometer, bidirectional automatic winding, 72-hour power reserve, 28.8 beat rate, 44 joules, vertical clutch, column wheel, free sprung balance with a full balance bridge for shock resistance, overcoil hairspring to help it earn that chronometer certification in multiple positions, and parachrom blue alloy, oxidized niobium zirconium that is highly anti-magnetic. All of this with the screw-down crown's 100-meter water resistance, and the fact that this watch does have some lume, which you're about to see. Make no mistake though, the best side of this dial is the sunny side. See it by day on the watch box. Back with the Rolex Cosmograph Daytona. I should mention it also has hacking seconds. Rolex Chromolite.